know who beating me, bro. The only that's really ahead in that space is YoungBoy.
Elite Chopper and YoungBoy. Everybody see YoungBoy ain't messing with nobody. The boy doing his thing.
Elite Chopper, listen to me. You can't go walk the runway with that little walk. You remember that walk you had? I think I'm a bad. You can't come back to that walk. I think I'm a bad.
Instead of him doing his own thing, he said, you know what, I'm gonna attack this man. I'm gonna mess with him.
Trail is evil and he's a bad influence. So you wanna go and put that man on his knees and
I wanna bring the top up. Say, bro, man, you be relevant and I said what I said, bro. You need a like me to.
All right, guys, welcome back. Another crazy update. NBAYoungBoy kicked everything off when he dropped the Zero IQ freestyle, instantly sparking buzz across the rap world. Other rappers started reacting with small jabs, and NLE Choppa eventually jumped in with his own response. The situation escalated quickly and even hit the news after YoungBoy said, "Respond to him? He ain't never ran nothing down. I said no," which had people talking nonstop. Then Charleston White entered the mix, saying YoungBoy was smart for not falling into what he called a clout trap. Reports said Charleston went off on NLE Choppa for dissing YoungBoy, claiming Choppa had no right to speak on him and telling YoungBoy not to respond. He acted like he had the final word, even saying, "Listen to me, you can't go walk the runway," which lit up social media since Charleston always finds a way to make things louder.
Chopper, listen to me. You can't go walk the runway with that little walk. You remember that walk you had? I think I'm a bad. You can't come back to that walk. I think I'm a bad. You can't come back with that NLE Chopper with that boy. Now them boy got some dances. Them boy, but you went to holler about if you was a bad, I suck my too. You are disqualified from saying anything to Kentrell. NLE, you have been disqualified. I would give if you and King Von got in the car and shit together. Once you learn that walk, like that runway model walk, and you went in front of the whole world, you can't come back over here to this side of the railroad track and go to barking. No. Go back over there and finish, nephew. Go back over there and finish being the bad.
What really showed how much influence NBAYoungBoy has in the rap game was what happened just a week before NLE dropped his diss. Charleston White had already been saying YoungBoy's music was harmful to the youth, which lined up perfectly with the message NLE pushed in his track. Something Charleston said before NLE even jumped in, making people look at the situation sideways. In the diss, NLE also took shots at YoungBoy's fan base, calling them reckless by saying, "YB babies ain't money getting, they'll hurt you," and even mentioning YoungBoy being on medication, which added more fuel to the fire and made the whole thing feel even more personal.
Babies ain't money getting, they'll hurt you, kill you, and eat out your icebox as they break in your house. I'm not battling with childhood like a YB fan. Them kids need to be put in mental institutions. This man, YB, sound like he's angry. He want to out his mama. He want to beat his daddy. He want to his uncle. I don't want to hear that kind of shit. I'm not in pain. I'm a money get. YB babies ain't money getting. I don't feel that. That's not soul music. I'm a soulful brother. I'm not in pain. Them kids need to be put in mental institutions. You see they had that.
Things were already messy, but NLE Choppa's lines took it to another level. Even though Charleston White agreed that YoungBoy's influence wasn't great for the youth, he still didn't want NLE calling him out in a diss. When NLE dropped bars accusing YoungBoy of being bad for the youth and saying his aura gave him the ick, it sparked a new wave of drama. Those lyrics pushed YoungBoy to respond instantly with his Zero IQ freestyle, where he hinted at DJ Academic's reaction and took a direct shot at NLE's intelligence. The title alone had the internet arguing nonstop.
Call it, you have your third eye open. Some people would call it, yo, a dumb, an act smart. Some people would call it fake woke. Some people would call it someone trying to see him deeper than most. Pause. It's kind of like how people, it evokes some of the similar thoughts like how we had about XXXTentacion, where people felt like, you know, he understood life a little bit on a different level. And I think That's what NLE Choppa's.
But here's the twist. Some people said the title Zero IQ wasn't aimed only at NLE Choppa. According to NBA YoungBoy's own mother, who went off on Instagram Live, there was another reason behind it. She called out NLE with zero hesitation and claimed he was jealous of YoungBoy, especially because YoungBoy had just returned to touring for the first time in 5 years and the shows were doing so well that 25 more were added. She said fans were paying anything to see him live and made it sound like NLE couldn't handle that success, adding even more fuel to an already wild situation.
I'm gonna talk about being jealous and being envious. So you wanna make a video dancing around like a ballerina, and then you got a man on his knee, and you're saying Cottrell is evil and he's a bad influence. So you wanna go and put that man on his knees on a video, right? Okay, fine. I bet they have another video with that same on his knees. Because who gonna even play that stupid ass role? If you know better, you do better. Your head look like a without a rubber on top of it. But yet, you want to sit here and try to talk about somebody. You better be lucky. I can't say what I want to say.
NBA YoungBoy's popularity has gotten so big that even the police are trying to shut down parts of his tour. Reports said Louisiana officials were worried about his New Orleans show, which only made his name spread even more. When the state starts paying attention like that, you know an artist is shaking the entire scene.
Concerned about the NBA YoungBoy concert. So concerned that even before the concert went forward this weekend, they notified Louisiana Stadium Exposition District, also known as that manages the Superdome and Smoothie King Center, in particular notified ASM Global that, yo, this is like a really dangerous thing that could have very unforeseen consequences. Now, the response from ASM Global was, we'll hire some security inside, it'll be fine. NOPD's response was, you don't get what we're saying. There is such a propensity around these concerts that is so not an if but a when, that we are concerned we'll have to activate the department to be around the downtown area to protect citizens.
To understand the jabs in YoungBoy's Zero IQ freestyle, you need the history behind their beef. It didn't come out of nowhere. It goes back years. In 2019, NLE Choppa was one of YoungBoy's biggest supporters and even dropped a song called Free YoungBoy when he was locked up. But things changed after King Von's death. When YoungBoy released Bring the Hook in 2022 and mentioned O-Block and Von by name, the industry was shocked. Lil Reese responded, and NLE publicly agreed with him, tweeting, "I stamped that," which made it clear whose side he was on. YoungBoy didn't like that at all and later addressed it in No Like I Know, making it obvious their connection was broken. After that, NLE even changed his song title from Free YoungBoy to just YoungBoy, signaling he no longer supported him. He then started speaking on podcasts and interviews, and the tension between them kept growing from there.
Able to defend his name, bro, and it be a lot going on within his name about him. When to me, bro, he a real stand-up dude, and it was just unfortunate how it happened. Like, he came to a person as a
NLE Choppa kept pushing his message, going on DJ Vlad and later The Breakfast Club to speak on YoungBoy again, trying to sound like a mentor by saying YoungBoy needed to stay out of trouble, set a better example, and focus on music. People talked about how it sounded like he was trying to guide someone he once looked up to. The crazy part is that YoungBoy actually started moving exactly how NLE described, staying focused on music and keeping a low profile after his release, something that seemed to irritate NLE even more. YoungBoy's rise got so big that news reports said over 400 ENOPD officers, drones, and armored vehicles were being deployed for his New Orleans shows, a level of security usually reserved for major threats. As his influence grew, he answered NLE's diss with a bold move, performing I Hate YoungBoy, considered by many fans one of the greatest diss tracks ever, live for the first time in a sold-out Atlanta show. It shocked people because he performed it in the same city where King Von lost his life, making the moment feel bold and risky. One fan even went viral pointing out how YoungBoy dissed O-Block, 4PF, and half of Atlanta in their own city, which sparked another wave of reactions.
King of rap. We just gotta claim it today. King of rap. King of rap. That's a new narrative I'm driving. These gonna have to bow to the feet. I like it. We're not talking about Kendrick and Drake, and they're on a different level. But below Kendrick and Drake, I'm sorry. With all due respect to every other rapper, YoungBoy's the king of rap right now. I'm sorry to tell y'all. The walk down I seen in Atlanta tonight. Give him the throne. Just give him the throne. YoungBoy the king of rap. I'm sorry to tell y'all. Hey, listen, I'm not saying it's gonna last forever. But for right now, in the last 4 or 5 months,
The situation got even louder when a Chicago OG stepped in, sided with Lil Durk, and called out YoungBoy, making it clear where he stood and adding more tension online as cities started choosing sides. But when YoungBoy dropped Zero IQ Freestyle, he didn't just release the song, he added a video clip showing NLE Choppa admitting that YoungBoy was better than him. YoungBoy knew exactly what he was doing by including that footage, and fans were stunned because it felt like NLE's own words were being used against him right in the middle of their beef.
Beating me, bro. Respectfully, the only that's really respectfully, the only that's really ahead in this space.
Fans debated non-stop over who was better, with many agreeing it was YoungBoy. He even hopped on a burner account to react, posting on his Instagram story that washed-up rappers needed him, clearly aiming at NLE Choppa, and added, "Go get him." Some views might help this. Around that time, it became clear why NLE dissed YoungBoy. He wanted everyone to know whose side he was on between YoungBoy and Lil Durk. Before Cole dropped, people were already calling NLE a rapper who switched sides after LZ commented on fake rappers. Tweets like Elsama's saying it wasn't surprising the industry was switching to YoungBoy over Durk set the internet off, and hundreds of supporters began urging fans to stay loyal to YoungBoy.
I don't see why this was surprising or new to y'all. Everybody jumping ship because this how the industry is. Nobody in the industry is gonna stick around you when you at your lowest. If they can't get clout, notoriety, money, fame, features, videos, something that they could benefit from off you, they're gonna jump ship. I don't see why it's surprising that everybody is on YB in the industry. That's how it go. They only gonna f you when it's beneficial to them. None of these ain't grow up with dirt. None of these ain't friends or real homies with dirt for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? Or they would never change, or they would never jump ship. Cause where we from, if you f with me, my options, your options, mine. Some people don't look at it like that. Some people look at it like I f with both parties, I ain't got nothing to do with it. And look, you're not wrong for that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, shout out to the that still there, stayed down for Durk, his real family.
The tension was high, and NLE Choppa made it clear where he stood, refusing to back down. But things took a surprising turn when news reports said DJ Academics announced Atlanta was in chaos after NBAYoungBoy received the key to the city. The headline stunned everyone, since giving the key to a city is usually reserved for legends, not someone in the middle of a heated rap beef, making the situation even crazier.
We have Floyd County Commissioner, Mr. Mark Harrington, and we have Floyd County Probate Judge, Judge Cleveland Johnson. And they got some.
Damn, there's a judge up there? Yo, the judge in the city sending all the rappers in the city to jail, but the out-of-town rapper that came here, that basically, hey, you know what type of time I be on. You over here giving him an award? Oh, nah, Atlanta's in shambles. If y'all are a rapper who ever got prosecuted by this, or not prosecuted, but like got sent to jail by this judge, and basically you watching an out-of-town rap getting an award for doing 10 times worse than what you do, you gotta feel sick. You gotta.
The news made NLE Choppa even angrier, as it seemed like everyone, including officials and police, was siding with YoungBoy. DJ Academics explained that rappers were switching sides either because YoungBoy is the hottest in the game right now, or because they believed Lil Durk could face serious prison time. That talk had the whole industry watching closely, and the story keeps getting deeper every day.
Hey, this perm having name, you just want to bring it top up. Say, bro, man, you be relevant, and I said what I said, bro. You need a like me to keep you going. Your views go up now, clown. I'm willing to help y'all about it, man. But I hate NBA so much, man. Go get them some views, man. Help this some views.
If you're feeling this breakdown, join the Rap Uncovered family. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss our daily heat. The streets never sleep, and neither do we. Tomorrow's upload will be even crazier and deeper, so smash that like button, share with your crew, and drop your thoughts in the comments. Stay tuned to the Rap Lens, where the real stories of the streets live.